Good morning, traders. John from Crypto Candlestick Trading. Just doing a quick update on the crypto markets, where we're at today. New week, 4 minutes ago started, and what are we going to see from here? I just want to start off with Zcash, and let's just, I just did a video, it was 27 minutes, so I actually deleted it so that I can, I want to do something a little bit quicker. Here we go, we've got that trend line that we've been watching. We've got a support line here as well. Come down and we're broken it, and now it looks like we're heading back up off this support line. But we've got resistance at that same level there. It will be interesting to see what we do with Zcash. I'm quite interested in it because, we've gone from 85 bucks to 170, 170 or 180 bucks, 80 bucks to 180 bucks in a month, from the 24th of February that low was. And so looking at that there, but I wasn't interested. I really didn't want to trade any of this sort of stuff here because it was coming straight up to that resistance line there, and I was expecting failure at that resistance, and we haven't finished yet. Like, we could still see failure at that resistance line. We've gone up, and then we've got a harami there, which indicates that the buying has stopped for now. So let's just wait and see what happens there. Okay, we'll move on. I want to go to the weekly. Let's just, before we do go to the weekly, have a look at this. So up here, resistance, and then engulfing, but who would have known that was resistance? Not many. But here we go. We're get a shooting star there, and then we're getting engulfing after the shooting star. So we've got leg one, leg two, leg three. Leg three is usually the same as leg one. And so to ask for it to go much more higher than this one here, like that shooting star would have put alarm bells, and then so straight away I would have been, hang on, and then we're getting engulfing off that straight after it. It's not very good. And then we've got a shooting star over here pulling down. Yep, a hangman there, engulfing. Straight back down here, and then up here. So we've got, straight away, we've got resistance at this level here. Come up, nice big push, excellent. Then have a look at this here. We've got massive volume on this candle here. So there's a lot of selling going on with this candle. Open up the next day, bang, big sell-off. And so this moving averages are moving up, but we've got major resistance happening there at Luna. And that's on the daily chart. Let's have a look at the weekly chart just quickly. Yeah, so, but have a look at Luna. Man, that's just, so leg one, leg two, leg three, and then we come up, found resistance, and we've got a shooting star on the weekly chart. It's spinning top kind of shooting star. In any case, we're going to decline in buying volume on the rise, which is very negative. That's basically saying that, there's, it's going up, but we can see that about 60-70% of investors pulled out before the end of that week. Same here, there's about probably 60% of investors pulled out before the end of the week. Then we're getting smaller and smaller trading. If this happens, if we start getting smaller and smaller candles up to a resistance level, we can expect some sort of reversal. This has reversal written all over it, but will it happen? We don't know, but I wouldn't want to be in there long, that's for sure. Not at this stage here. Okay, so let's have a look at Bitcoin on the weekly chart. Oh, Bitcoin's open a little bit green. Very, very early days though. I'm just going to get rid of those drawings. You can barely see what I'm looking at. So let's just have a look. Going up, down, up, and then down. And then we've got wicks above the 9. We have closed above the 9. We've got indecision here, engulfing, closing above the 9, which is good. It's good. But, there's still a lot of indecision. I like that. I do like that, but I don't like where it is. Let's just have a look back. For reversal, it's reversal worthy. It's you can't not call it a reversal. Up and down, up and down. Have a look at this. On a breakout, we should have full body closing candles. Why wasn't this like a, okay, so breakout, harami, buying and stop straight away. Then we got another positive candle, but there was, so out of this whole day, from the range, the top to the bottom, 2/3 that were in there got out, and only a third stayed in. Gone up, and then engulfing, closing below. So we've got a harami straight away, and now we're getting engulfing, 3 candles later. Not very good. That's on the daily chart. Okay, let's carry on. Yep, not very good for Bitcoin. Now Ethereum. Ethereum's gone up, broken above, and straight away, this is reversal. This is reversal material. This is an evening star. So it goes up here, we've got an indecision doji, and then we open up and we trade and close more than 50% of the body of this candle here, which basically says that whatever the buyers were doing here, it's been destroyed by the sellers that came in here. And yeah, anyway, like we'll just have to wait and see what happens. But it doesn't look very good. Straight away, that's not what we see in a bull market. Here we've got the same kind of thing here. Have a look at this. We've come down, gone up, attempted, and then we've gone green, and then bang, as soon as we've gone green, turned to red. That would have been my entry right there with my stops just above the high. Love that entry. Anyway, and then have a look at this. If I did get that entry there, I'd be kind of thinking, but that would have been a $3,000 entry, and it came down to 2.5. So really, it hasn't moved very much, and here it's still showing negative signs, even though that's reversal. It's still in negative territory for me. Now look at this here. I do like this. Now the only reason why I like this is for the short side. So massive run, and then we can see that the pushes get a little bit less each time. And now all of a sudden we've gone the other way. So now we're on the other side of the hill. So we've gone down, up, down. Now HNT, hint or whatever, I don't know what this project does. I don't really care. But I do know that it's had a massive run. And I do know, like, I remember holding Bitcoin, buying Bitcoin when it was, I don't know, like $700 or whatever. I bought it cheaper than that too. But, I can't remember. I started loading up when it was about $700, $1,200, somewhere around there, 800. And then it went up, and next thing you know, it was up to like 20,000, and like I couldn't believe it. And anyway, I sold up somewhere near those highs, a little bit late, but later than what I know now. And a year later, it was $3,000 Bitcoin, and so it had gone from that $1,200 or $1,000 up to 20,000, all the way down to 3,000. You just can't hold these things thinking that they're going to last you the rest of your life and all that sort of stuff, because they fluctuate up and down all the time. And when we see good movement in the upside, that's where we want to be involved. But have a look at this. It's come down, broken the major moving averages with a shooting star. We've got an inverted hammer shooting star looking thing. We've got an engulfing, but 50% of investors pulled out. This is the sort of thing here that I'm looking for. A red, if this turns red, starts heading down. I hope it goes green, goes up a little bit. And then towards the end of the week, then goes red. If it does that, then I got a stop loss in placement, and I can, go from there. But this one here, like that's, it looks negative. It's had a great run and then a pullback. We don't know what's going to happen here, but if we do get sell signals, definitely worthwhile looking at. One thing I do want to do though, and this is a good thing to do, is if you just draw a line there, man, I'm hopeless of these, like trying to get them straight. Anyway, okay, so now, well, I know that's between the 50 and the 9. So let's just go back. That's on the weekly chart. So look at this on the daily chart. What's this saying? Look at this on the daily chart. Gone up, and it's up here. You don't get reversals that look as good as this. This is perfect. Yeah, and then we know what's happening on the weekly chart. Very negative on the weekly chart. Very, very negative on the daily chart. This turns red here. You could be short in this one here with your stops above here, and you can feel pretty comfortable. You can short this one here with your stops above this candle here and feel reasonably comfortable. And if you get stopped out, this is just what happens. At the moment, we're in a sideways, negative, choppy sort of a market, but we have had a reversal. So, is it a strong reversal? No, not really. But anyway, this here, I do kind of like this one here. I'm just going to move that one up at the top because I'm going to have a look at that one a little bit later and see what, But this isn't the market to trade. So, I'm thinking more negative than positive. And if I see signs like this on the, on the negative side, I might actually take advantage of it. And look at that. Man, 50% of investors pulled out, and then that's where the reversal happened right there. So you can see you get better prices with the going from the shorter term time frames like that. So interesting to see what happens here. I'm interested in that one there. I will be looking at it. So Dash, let's have a look at Dash. Dash is looking pretty good. Look at that, we're an inverted hammer, nice engulfing, but 50% of investors sold off. We do have a lot of, so there was a lot of sellers in there too. And then look at this. This has gone up, nice big push, beautiful, love it. But what's the problem? We've got resistance, support, breakthrough, and then breakthrough here. We've got resistance, breakthrough, didn't really find support, resistance, breakthrough. Now we've got a little bit of support almost, support, and then breakthrough, resistance, and then we're at resistance again. And we're under the moving averages. And we're under this previous, this is, it could get bad. Let's just have a look at the daily chart just quickly. I don't want to, go too far over on time. I know that people are busy and got busy days. Down, touch, breakthrough, resistance, at resistance perfectly. Look at that, selling off already. Massive big volume there. Like what's that? Like, you could go short here with the stops just above there. Like I don't know what's going to happen in this market. To me, it looks pretty negative, even though we've had a good solid breakout. Like why is it we've got a good solid breakout like this? We don't have excellent volume. We've got okay volume, and then straight away we've got a harami saying the buying stopped straight away. It's not how a bull market behaves. That was on the daily chart too. Here we go on the daily chart. Look at this one here. So we've got wide and loose trading here. Bang, bang, up like that. And then we've got like a spinning top, an attempt, and then we've got an engulfing closing below the 9. I like engulfing closing below the 9s. I do. They're good. Let's go to the weekly chart. Yeah, look at that. What an ugly looking chart. Going up. Look at all these wicks everywhere. When wicks turn up, it heads the other way. So come down, going up, nice, things are looking good. And then look at this perfect close. All investors that were in there stayed in there at the end of the candle. You could have gone short there with your stops up around here somewhere. And then, you would have been threatened there, but, you still would have stayed in. And then down here, and then we're going to inverted hammer. And look at this ugly candle here. That to me could almost still be a shooting star. Like for the downside, that's 50 cents down there from $1.27 to 50 cents. Definitely possible. Now look at this. I'm going to have to pull the pin in a sec. Here, resistance, shooting star from resistance, doji, gap down, doji, and then bang, look what happened. And then have a look at the move that's happened here. Massive aggression. Bang, bang, bang. We can't get in quick enough on declining volume. What's going on at the top here? We've got smaller candles, declining volume. Let's just have a look at the daily and see what we can see. Actually, I'll just get a line, my little drawer. I'll just draw a line across there so we can kind of see what's going on. Now, look at this, man. This is looking ugly. So over here, so we've come up, gone into wide and loose, scrappy sort of trading, and then we got so we've got a shooting star there. We traded above the shooting star, which is like I don't see that very often at the top of a trend. But anyway, we've got like massive there. Oh, here's the shooting star. So this shooting star was just part of the congestion. This shooting star, spinning top, more so shooting star. Then even if you didn't take that one there, you engulfing closing below would have been, if you didn't get out there, this was your last exit. And anyway, down here, and then it's going back up again. And we're thinking, oh, hang on a minute. And then up here, look at this. Shooting star at the same price. We've got, look at those wicks above that line there. The wicks here. And then we come down, attempt, and then straight down. So that line there is around about, what have we got? 32.50. 32.50 all the way down to $7.50. 32.50 to 7.50. And now look at this, what's happened here. Oh, this is almost textbook, And so here we've got a shooting star again at that same level. And we've got increasing selling volume in these areas. Oh man, it's just not looking very good for anyone who's holding this long. Could it still work? It could still work. But, like it's just in a very threatening sort of an area. In these, like uncomfortable sort of, actually, hang on just a second. I'm just going to move that up to waves up to hint. And then let's just have a look at Tron here as well. Like I'm not really a big fan of Tron, but I did see this here and I thought, oh yeah, let's just have a look at that. Doesn't mean we have to trade it, let's just have a look. But we've got low, high, high, low, and will we get a breakout here? Potentially, head up to some highs. That's 7.1 cents from 6.18. It's just, see, there's not enough profit in it. Like it's worth a watch, but that's about it. Now here, this one. So we're going up. Oh, look at this. I do like that. Volume's awesome. We've got good volume increase, and then we've got pittance, barely anything on the selling side, and then massive volume coming in again. Rocket booster. But the only problem is we've got support, breakthrough support. Now we're just about to attempt resistance at 156 bucks. So, like I'm not, this here, if Bitcoin was doing the right things above all the moving averages and showing strength, I'd be buying this one. But because Bitcoin isn't, I'm not buying it. And plus we've got resistance there. Just Bitcoin looks a little bit shady, that's all. This one here. So here's an indication as to why we need to set our stops and, be emotionless about our stops. This one here, I got into this one. So I got in late actually. Like, I saw this when it was, up here somewhere or, I don't know. But anyway, I got in here at this price here because I thought we were having a beautiful big cup and here's a little bit of a handle and I thought we're coming out of the handle. And this engulfing sort of thing here, I thought to myself, yeah, I'm going to have a look at that. So I got in the open there and I got out at the close here. And, I made a little bit of profit. But, what do you do in a situation like that? Absolutely, you can't do anything. You just got to do exactly what the candles say. The candles told me to buy here, and the candles told me to sell here. I made a little bit of money. I could have lost a lot of money though if I would have held on and kept on going. I mean, have a look at this here. So what I'll be looking at here, I think this is too. I can't short this because it's too. I don't think my brokerage will allow me to short it. But if this was to come up to here and give some sort of reverse on the shorter time frame at these areas here, I'd be looking for the second leg down to possibly even come down to these prices here. Who knows? Um, oh, this is that's the Aussie dollar, US dollar. So anyway, just actually, I don't know. Here's sideways choppy action. Yep, that's on the daily chart. Let's have a look weekly chart. That's sideways choppy action. That's all it is. Look at this massive engulfing. Trading below. This actually gapped down and then traded lower. And then here we've had another attempt and failed. Got an engulfing, but an attempt and failed. This looks like potential more downside. Maybe the 50, maybe the but I mean, if we get down to those prices there, these sort of prices, like so crypto.com, Mana, Dot, Avalanche, there's a few of these that I really want to be watching because when they give out buy signals, I want to be, like buying them because I think that these ones here, like crypto.com, that's not going anywhere for a while, I don't think. They've got 20-year leases on massive stadiums over in the States that have got crypto.com painted on the roof now, for 20-year contracts. Like these people have got some big plans for crypto.com. I don't think we're going to be seeing 40-cent prices for, in a year, 2-3 years time. 40 cents is going to be like, $40 for Ethereum and it's $3,000 now. I don't know that for sure, but like that's the sort of projection that I'm looking at anyway. They're in the top, on everyone's watch list that knows anything about crypto. Oh, traders, 16, almost 17 minutes. I better go. I hope you have a good week. If you have anything that anything charts wise that you need to have a chat about, let me know, and I'm always here. Okay, talk to you again soon. See you. Sorry it took so long. Bye.